And frankly, I didn't realize that vulnerability is a strength.
So there's a line between vulnerability and oversharing in the C-suite.
And we've been talking about vulnerability, and I'm a big fan of Brené Brown because she is, the queen who has done so much of research and vulnerability. And I would encourage the audience to go and read her books, because she talks about that in such an empowering manner. And frankly, I didn't realize that vulnerability is a strength. There's a difference between how do we show up vulnerable, right? So it's not about just going and opening up and just bursting out. That's not vulnerability. I'll get too personal, or I'll just tell everything that's on my mind. And I think it's not, if I'm feeling angry, I'm just going to blurt it out and I'm going to be aggressive. That's vulnerable. No, that's not right. And that is why it's so important to teach people how to be respectfully vulnerable. In the organizational context, vulnerability could be, you know what, entering into this presentation, I'm a little nervous, and I hope that it goes well because a lot depends on the outcome of this presentation, right? Now, just saying that out loud actually calms our nervous system. So, vulnerability is about not hiding our nervousness, not hiding that and not feeling ourselves weak, and not shaming ourselves for feeling a certain way, or saying something out loud, or raising an idea which got rejected. So when I'm able to distinguish a behavior from my identity, so I am bad versus I did something which didn't have the right result. So when I'm not taking everything on my own self, like it doesn't hurt me, it doesn't impact my self-worth, right? Then I'm open and I can be honest and I can say, yeah, I made a huge mistake which had an impact, but how do we move forward from here? I don't have to hide, because it's not about I am bad. It's about I did something which didn't have the right result, right? So vulnerability is also a very nuanced thing. And in the name of vulnerability, we don't want people to just go out there and blurt what's on their mind and just overshare. Vulnerability will lead to connection. Oversharing will actually lead to disconnection.
So that articulation is so important, right?
So I think language, communication, the whole corporate setup needs to be able to help their leaders voice what's on their mind in a much better and a much matured manner, I would say.